Good morning. It is day 3 of our lessons on shapes, May 6th, 2021. So make sure that you have the day 3 packet for May 6th. Today we're going to talk about polygons a little bit more and how to draw certain polygons. Remember, a polygon is a shape that is closed, meaning it doesn't have any gaps. It's flat and it has 3 or more sides, vertices, or angles. So let's take a look at our examples up here, and you'll have to excuse my hands. I have paint all over them. I was painting earlier this afternoon, so couldn't get it all off. Hopefully it'll wear off. First one says, draw a polygon with 5 vertices. My polygon will have 5 vertices. That means it will have 5 sides too. I drew a pentagon, so here she has her pentagon. Draw a polygon with 4 sides that are the same length. And she says, my next polygon will have 4 sides. A polygon with 4 sides is called a quadrilateral. Remember, quad means 4. I drew a special kind of quadrilateral called a rhombus. A rhombus has 4 sides that are all the same length, but they are slanted a little bit. They do not have right angles to them. So they might have the same lengths, but they're still slanted. Okay, convince me. Draw a quadrilateral with 4 sides that are the same length and with 4 right angles. Write 2 names for this quadrilateral. Now remember, we said a right angle makes a corner or L shape. So we're going to have a right corner. So if we have a right corner, then our sides have to form. Okay, it says 4 sides that are same length with 4 right angles. So we need 4 right angles. And I'm going to try to do this as neatly as possible. But we're going to put these little marks here to show that these are right angles. And all our sides are the same length. What is the name for this quadrilateral? Right, it is a square. Okay, a square. Also, it is also another type of quadrilateral. Can you think of what it is? This is a little bit harder because when we usually think of this, we don't think it as having the same length of sides. But a rectangle can have 4 sides that are the same length, or they can be 2 sides with same length and 2 other sides. A square can be a rectangle, but not all rectangles are squares. All right, let's look at the next one. Our guided practice wants us to draw each shape and complete the sentences. Draw a polygon with 3 vertices, and remember, a vertex is where 2 sides come together. So there's 1 vertex, and then when we draw the other line, we've got 3 vertices. How many sides does this polygon have? Right, 3. And the name of this polygon? Good, it's a triangle. Number 2, draw a polygon with 6 sides. Okay, so we have to have 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many angles does this polygon have? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has 6 angles. And do you remember what the shape is called with 6 sides? Correct, a hexagon. A hexagon. All right, so let's go on to the next page. Remember, if I go too fast, all you have to do is pause the video and catch up. Okay, so our next one, we have some independent practice, but we're going to do this together. Draw a polygon with 3 vertices and 1 right angle. 3 vertices and 1 right angle. So it's got to be 3 vertices. It's got to have a right angle though, so we'll draw a right angle. Now the vertices are where they come together, so this is 1. And if we draw another one, that's 2 and that's 3. So 3 vertices and 1 right angle. This polygon has how many sides? Right, 3. And this polygon is a triangle. Okay, now angles are different than vertices. They might look like they're the same, but a vertice is just a point where 2 lines come together. An angle is the shape they make when they come together. All right, draw a quadrilateral with opposite sides that are the same length. Okay, a quadrilateral has how many sides? Right, it has 4 sides. So we need opposite sides that are the same length. Okay, so one side is going to be this one, the opposite side's got to be the same length. And then this side has to be a certain length so that this side is the same length as that one. All right, how many vertices does this polygon have? Well, we know since it means 4, it's got to have 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this polygon is, we know it's a quadrilateral, but what kind of quadrilateral is it? It's a rectangle. Number 5, draw a polygon with 4 sides that are the same length. Okay, a polygon, 4 sides, same length. Okay, so if everything's the same length and there are 4 of them, then what are we drawing? Right, we're drawing a square, and a square has how many angles? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 angles, and we said again, what was this? Yes, a square. Okay, let's go on to number 6. Draw a polygon with 4 sides that are different lengths. 4 sides that are different lengths. So it's got to be something that has different lengths. All right, so we can just start with one side here, one side here, maybe one side here, and one side there. All right, it's got 4 sides. How many angles? Right, it has 4. And if it's 4-sided, what is it called? We know it's not a rectangle or a square, so it is going to be called a quadrilateral. It's a big word again, quadrilateral. Number 7, draw a polygon with 5 vertices and 3 sides that are the same length. 5 vertices and 3 sides that are the same length. All right, so 5 vertices means there's going to be 5. If there's 5 vertices, there's 5 sides, but also they want 3 of those sides to be the same length. All right, so let's start off kind of thinking about the sides that are the same length. So I'm going to make these sides the same length. 1, 2, 3. How many more sides do I need if I'm supposed to have 5 vertices? Right, I've got to have 2 more sides, so we're going to come up like this. Okay, so it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices. 3 of the sides are the same length. This polygon also has how many sides in all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is it called? See if you remember. Right, a pentagon. Pentagon. All right, can you draw a polygon with 3 vertices and 4 sides? Can we do that? Can you have a polygon that has 3 vertices and 4 sides? No, you cannot. A polygon has the same number of sides as its vertices. Okay, so the number of sides has to equal the number of vertices. Okay, all right, let's go on to the next page. Flip over the right way. There we go. Okay, solve the problems below. Be precise. Draw a rectangle with 4 equal sides. So if it's 4 equal sides, then it is, you got it, it is a square. 4 sides, and we'll try to draw them as equal as I can. What's another name for this shape? It is a rectangle, but it is also a, yes, square. A square. Number 10, draw 3 shapes. The first shape is a quadrilateral. The number of vertices in each shape increases by 1. Okay, so if the first shape is quadrilateral, that means it is how many sides? Right, 4. So the first one's going to have 4, and it says then the number of vertices in each shape increases by 1. Well, if the sides, or the sides are 4, then the vertices are going to be 4 in this one. If we increase it by 1, then our next shape has to have 5. And then our third shape has to have 6. So all we've got to do is draw the shapes with those number of sides. So first one has 4. There we have a quadrilateral, which is 4. Then the next shape has to have 5. And it really, doesn't matter how you draw them as long as you have 5. And then the next one has 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this is a quadrilateral. What is this? Right, it's a pentagon. And then if it has 6 vertices, it is a hexagon. So that third shape is a hexagon. Number 11. The owner of Joe's Fish Market wants a new sign. He wants the sign to have curved sides. Draw a sign for Joe's Fish Market. Okay, so the sides have to be curved. So this side is curved, and this side is curved, and we can just kind of connect those. Okay. So if we draw a sign, we got to put his name in the fish market. Is this a polygon? See if you remember what we were talking about the other day. Is this a polygon? What do you think? If you said no, you are correct. It is not a polygon because, why not? A polygon does not have curved sides. They have straight sides. Okay, number 12. David drew two different polygons. One of the polygons was a square. If David drew 9 sides and 9 vertices in all, what other polygon did David draw? Okay, so I can't see number C very well, but let's see. He said he drew two different polygons. One of the polygons was a square. If he drew 9 sides and 9 vertices in all, what other polygon did David draw? So the square, if he drew the square, how many vertices and sides has he already used? Right, he's used 4. He drew 9 total, so how many does he have left if we take the 4 away from the 9? Right, he has 5 sides left and 5 vertices. So even though we can't see C, which shape here has 5 sides? Right, D. D has 5 sides. So the D would be the one that he had also drawn. So he drew a square and a pentagon. Square has 4, a pentagon has 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. So we are correct. Okay, let's go on to our review of what we just talked about today. We do have the vocabulary of what a side and a vertex is. It says it has the equal number of sides and vertices. These polygons each have how many sides? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they have 6 sides. So how many vertices are they going to have? Right, 6. And they are called, 6-sided figure called, do you know? Remember? A hexagon. Whoops, hexagon. Making sure I'm spelling it right. All right, a hexagon, and then they want you to trace, follow the dots to make the hexagons. The same kind of polygon can look different. Here are 3 quadrilaterals. Trace each shape. Okay, so 3, we have quadrilateral that we have to trace. Quadrilateral. Okay. So here we're going to trace these shapes. Whoops. All right, and then we have the next shape. Do you remember what this one's called? Right, that's a rhombus. That was our new term this day. Okay, what is this shape called? A square. And then this one, how many sides does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is a quadrilateral. So sides can have the same length or they can be different. All 3 quadrilaterals have 4 sides and 4 vertices. Number 3, draw a quadrilateral that looks different from the 3 above. It must have how many sides? Quadrilateral. 4. And how many vertices? 4. So let's draw a 4-sided figure. It doesn't look like any of these. So I'm going, whoops, there goes my pencil. I'm going to draw one here. Let me go up a little bit. And then I'm going to draw one here. And I'll draw one here and one here. Number 4, draw a polygon with one more side than a quadrilateral. How many sides must it have? Again, how many sides does a quadrilateral have? Right, it has 4. So if we add one more side, how many would we have? 5. So what is a 5-sided figure called? Right, a pentagon. All right, so that does it for our math lesson for May 6, 2021. Make sure you go on Seesaw and do your activities for math, and I will see you later today for reading.